Good afternoon, Huskers. My name is DeJuan Baker. I serve as the Diversity and Inclusion Director for Husker Athletics. I'm here with our women's soccer team. For the NCAA Diversity and Inclusion social media campaign, we wanted to have an opportunity to talk to women's soccer about some of the things that you've been doing since the summer to advance inclusion within your own team. I understand you all started to do these Sunday sessions where you got together as a team and really talk about these ideas of diversity and inclusion. Could you tell us a little bit about what those sessions were, how they came about, and what you learned from them?
Yeah, so it started off a little bit more coach-led. Our coach kind of brought us in over Zoom during everything that was going on, and we had discussions within that, but I think then people wanted to learn more and felt more comfortable talking as a team, so then we just took it upon ourselves to come into these Sunday sessions as just a group without coaches and staff, and throughout those we kind of just got everyone's views on things. We talked about the problems that were going on in society, and we did a little bit more of educating one another on other issues. We just kept taking it steps and step further and saw what we could do as a team, and we would just have discussions on things that we could do as a team, and not only on the field but also in our community. So then it just kind of kept piggybacking off of each meeting, and we just kept learning more. More people would give their opinions, and we all just kind of educated one another.
So just feeding off of Kenzie, I think as a team we found it really important just to educate one another, and over the course of the time it started off, about the social events, and then it led kind of into what we could do as a team throughout our community. And right now we are kind of focusing more on how we can make a plan for our off season and things like that.
So I know in one of the things that you all talked about as a team, one of the things that was really important to you was just the dynamics and the demographics of soccer and how you wanted to change that. How did that come about?
Yeah, so we all knew that soccer within our own community, and especially throughout the country, is a really, it's not very a diverse sport here in the U.S. And so we found it that a lot of the times some of the underprivileged athletes aren't really able to show themselves or really get the opportunities that a lot of us do get, because we pay to play club soccer, we pay to go to these tournaments, we pay our coaches, we need all of these cleats and different things like that and equipment. And without that, it's really hard to develop as a player and as a teammate. And so we found it to take it upon ourselves to really develop a plan to invest ourselves into those athletes that don't really get those opportunities, or there's kids that we kind of see have the talent and have the passion to play soccer, but don't necessarily have the necessities to do so.
I also think just talking in general, when we have these conversations, obviously we need to educate ourselves on this, and it was really uncomfortable, I feel like, to get people out of their comfort zone. So to do that and have these meetings with just our team, and to find leadership and to talk about these certain topics that are way beyond soccer was so important.
So what is it that you learned about supporting each other? The thing for the day 2 for the Diversity and Inclusion social media campaign is having your back, or I have my team's back. Is that something that you all discovered about yourself? What have you learned about supporting one another in this whole process?
I think we just kind of saw that we're more than just teammates on the field, and that people have a lot of things going on outside of soccer, that we needed to bring awareness to these things, because we do have diversity on our soccer team, and so there's people that go through real life problems, and I think those were something that we needed to address, and just to show our support to everyone on the team and give everyone a chance to voice anything that they wanted to say. And so I think it honestly brought us closer together and helped our team culture, because we were able to show that not only are you my teammate, but off the field I have your back and I support you.
Yeah, a big conversation that we had as a team was these issues that are going on throughout our society really hit close to home for all of us, just because we see each other, like Kenzie said, as more than teammates. And so when somebody's down and out, we have to make sure to pick them up again and make sure that we have their back through whatever they have going on. And so this really showed how much of a team we are, and how much we can really support each other off of the field as well.
I also think our team is very big on team culture, and I think our team culture happens on the field when we're playing and when we have each other's backs, but also off the field, and we have to carry that through. And that's something that we've been talking about all through this year, and it's so important that these meetings and this conversation happen outside of the field, because this really brought us all together and realized that we're so much more than just teammates.
Women's soccer, thank you. We definitely appreciate your time. We appreciate you investing in one another, not just as student athletes, but as people, as friends, as individuals. Specifically for this campaign, we really wanted to get an opportunity to spotlight one of our teams, but it's been really good to hear you all talk about how having your back goes way beyond just soccer. It goes way beyond who you are on the soccer field and really looks at who you are off the soccer field, and how that relationship can really strengthen your bond as a team, but even make you better people and better soccer players too. So thank you again. We definitely appreciate you, and thanks for joining us today.